Welcome to Digital Asset News. Take your top stories in cryptocurrency and digital assets and break it down in bite-sized pieces. Today, got some pretty good stories about mass adoption and more industries getting into crypto. So first up, Canada's leading mortgage brokerage now accepts Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin Cash. This is just another story of some places that just finally get it and some places that are just going to be left behind. Speaking of people that are being left behind, this is Hester Pierce. She is one of the SEC commissioners, and she says the government, or the US government's ban on cryptocurrency, they can try it, but it'd be very foolish and very difficult. So we'll take a look at what's going on there and how ridiculous it would actually be to try to ban cryptocurrencies. And finally, I just want to do a quick update on Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rico trip, and the new video I'm going to put out about investing over there in Puerto Rico, moving over there, and then how to use different cryptocurrencies to pay for all the services that they have over there, including investment property. So we'll do all that, but first take a look at what's going on in the market. So today, what a great day, right? These are the days that we really live for, right? So you watching this video, you probably have invested a little bit into crypto and digital assets. So congratulations, all the people that said this is not going to work, this is all a scam, it's going to go to zero, and crypto is being used for terrorist organizations and cartels and stupid stuff like that. These are the days when you sit back and go, yeah, I knew exactly what I was doing. And this is the year that I think everything's going to go pretty well. So sit back, enjoy the W, because these are the great days. And right now, the total market cap is over $2 trillion. $2 trillion. Imagine that. Imagine that 1 year ago when we had that enormous crash and we were on not even $200 billion. Now here we are at, we've 10x'd. We're at $2 trillion. So not too shabby of a day. And just real quick, let's see what's going on with the price action. Let me blow this up so you can see what I'm talking about. So Bitcoin's up 1%. Now it's over 60,000, but just teetering on it. So it's not anything guaranteed like it's going to stay above that. I think people will take profits and maybe who knows. Ethereum's up. Actually, everything's up. Let's just be honest. XRP is almost up 100% for 7 days. Watch out. Good job, XRP holders. I am one of them. And it is not easy to hold that, I'm sure. Tether, nobody cares. Let's see. Anything up fantastically? VeChain's up 14%. Wow. Or 4%, I guess, 13%, 51% for 7 days. It's pretty good. 24 hours, 13%. Everything's just up, pretty much. So again, these are the days that we live for. Now let's just take a look. Let's satisfy our inner trader. I'm not a big trader. Again, we're using Trade the Chain. The link is in the description where you can find all that stuff. And we're going to click on this projected range right here, and it's going to flip over. Let's see. If I was a trader, which I am not, I would take a look at Linear, Harvest Finance, Bitcoin Gold, Lisk, Tomo Chain, Genesis, blah, whatever that is. And today, just so you know, it's April 10th. It's 9 a.m. El Paso, Texas time. So check a look at this. This is with 90% assurance. This is sentiment analysis. You're looking at 11% increase, 4% for Harvest Finance. Bitcoin Gold, interesting. 3%, and then 3% for Lisk. So definitely take a look at those. Again, you can find Trade the Chain, but let's just jump into today's top story because I thought this was pretty fascinating of what is going on. So what we got here, and if you've been on the channel for any length of time, you know that I believe in holding assets, cryptocurrency, digital assets, land, asset, even gold and silver, assets, properties, assets. So I like to accumulate these things because it just usually, not all the time, usually appreciates. And when I see something like this, in my mind, all I can think of is that this is great news because now we're leading into more adoption and different industries getting into it. At first, it was just a bunch of libertarians who wanted to get in there. Now it became speculators. Now we've got these big institutions, hedge funds, insurance companies, which we just talked about, Liberty Mutual, and all the rest of those big companies, Mass Mutual. So now we've got mortgage brokerage getting into it. So how close are we to just tokenizing the entire real estate industry, which is $280 trillion plus? Who knows? But I just thought it was interesting, especially the very title here. Canada's leading mortgage brokerage now accepts Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin Cash. It's interesting to note that on PayPal, that's pretty much the same thing, except you're flipping Litecoin for XRP. Why do they do that? Well, XRP is pretty easy for payments. And no matter what you want to think about it, it's like, it's a banker coin, it's really awful, it's not essential, whatever. Here's the thing. super fast for payments, and nothing so far that I've experienced has beat it. Now, of course, in the comment section, we're like, this one beats it, and Dash beats it, and that beats it. Sure, we're talking maybe milliseconds to a second, I guess, but every time I've used XRP, super fast. So I can see that. So what's going on here? Well, Toronto-based mortgage brokerage firm Matrix Mortgage Global announced it now accepts all the coins we just talked about on April 8th. This move will help the company to increase payment transparency while expanding its global reach. And that's very true. Everything that's on the blockchain is a public ledger, so every type of payment can be seen. I wish they would do this for a lot of different places, because if you've ever been through different problems with the bank as far as payments for your houses, which I have, it sucks because you have to like prove this and prove that and what happened here. On a public ledger, it doesn't matter. It's just right there. It's great. And Matrix Merge Global will allow payment with digital assets with the help of leading crypto payment service BitPay. But the real question to me is this. So if they're going to do this and they're going to allow these types of payments, are they going to keep this cryptocurrency? Are they going to transfer it over into fiat and just keep it like that? Or are they just going to take that Bitcoin Cash, that Ethereum, that XRP, and hang on to those assets in their native form? Or are they going to transfer them over? Now, if you're like Elon Musk over at Tesla, they said, you can pay for your Tesla, but we're going to keep it into Bitcoin. We're not going to transfer it over. Other places, that's PayPal, that's not what they're going to do. They're going to transact everything into fiat, and it's going to be settled like that, but they'll hold on to your crypto. So the question for me then is, and I think for you, is I wonder if they're going to keep these crypto payments. That would be just one more feather in the cap and one more opportunity for these people just to hold on to crypto. We'll see. Me personally, I like assets that go up. The dollar usually isn't really going to go up too much, especially like quantitative easing. But hey, they could have a resurgence. I have no idea. It's up to them. But hopefully they do the smart thing. And then, of course, what's great about cryptocurrency? It's 24/7, 365 liquid. If you want to get out, very easy to get out. Anyhow, to finish up, CEO Sean Allen says that as an innovator in the mortgage industry, we decided to accept crypto to better align ourselves with the shift towards the global adoption of digital currencies. And just so you know that this isn't just some fly-by-night place. They started in 2008. They funded over $1 billion worth of mortgages, winning multiple Broker of the Year awards. And actually, I was talking to my friend over there, Hashoshi, and we were just talking about the industry over there in Canada as far as like buying houses and things like that. It's crazy. It's like crazier than America, apparently. And it's just a really hot market. So this is a smart move on their part, especially for crypto people who are just like, you know what? Let's just use it like that. I personally wouldn't, pay for my mortgage right now in cryptocurrency, but down the line, hey, who knows? Now, the other big thing I'm wondering is this. If you've ever tried to prove to a bank that the cryptocurrency that you own is you have that asset and you can put that up, or that would be considered so you can get approved for a bank loan. Because me personally, I like to use other people's money, not my own money. And that is a very big problem. Right now, we're going through that in Puerto Rico for another investment property. Very tough for them to accept that. So maybe this is just one part of what could potentially be an even bigger process. And then if this really becomes a pass, how long do you think before we start to tokenize the entire real estate industry, which is over $280 trillion? That's trillion with a T. Anyhow, let me know what you think in the comments section. I thought it was a great story. Let's move on to our next piece. So, Hester Pierce, the only person right now who really is into crypto and digital assets and really understands what's going on. So she just said, look, you can try to ban Bitcoin and crypto, but good luck. It's going to be very tough. This is why. And I think this is a lot of, I want to bring this up to alleviate a lot of people's fears, because you got people out there saying that Bitcoin's going to be banned and crypto's going to be banned and India's going to ban it and Russia, China, and all this stuff. So here's the thing. I'll get to that in a second. It's very hard to do that, and this is why. And this is what Hester Pierce said. She says, look, I think we're past that point of banning Bitcoin in the US. I agree. Very early on, because you'd have to shut down the entire internet. I don't see how you could ban it. You can certainly make the effort. It would be very hard to stop people from doing it, like trading Bitcoin and transacting. So I think it would be a foolish thing for the government to try to do that. Ray Dalio, I always mess up his name, for example, has said a number of times that government bans on the transacting the cryptocurrencies are likely. So Ray here thinks that government's going to step in and just ban everything. And then a lot of people have come out and said that's kind of tough to do. And now even the SEC commissioner is like, that's like very tough. And then finish up, British financial advisor this year set up a petition. This is other people calling for UK governments to make crypto transactions illegal. India is one country currently preparing to stop its citizens from even holding decentralized assets. And before I go on, I have to say this. This is just one financial advisor who probably is big into the banking industry. It's like, we need to ban it. Duh, of course. And then, of course, over in India, you've had that whole thing going about. India already tried to ban it. And they went through the whole process and all the way up to the Supreme Court, and they said, you can't do that. And now you have different legislations going, oh, we're going to try to ban it. But then you had the, I forgot her name or her title, but she's like the Treasury Secretary over there. She's like, we'll work with banks and crypto to make this actually work. So I don't think that's going to happen again. I think it'd be foolhardy. And then it says here, as Pierce said, in reality, this would be very difficult. Technology will likely outpace the government's attempts to limit Bitcoin use, since people will always be able to download the wallet, software, run a node, and make transactions as long as they have access to the internet. And before I go on to my points, this last thing I want to talk about is this. Pierce added that with the new crypto-savvy SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, coming in, things would hopefully move in the right direction. So let me just talk about Gensler and I'll back up. So here's the thing. Gary Gensler was giving blockchain, cryptocurrency, digital asset lectures at MIT, and he was teaching some very smart people exactly what was going on. And he knows this thing inside and out. And I think that is the big thing about people who are just ignorant, either through their own fault or through their just lack of desire to learn. So Jay, whatever his name was, he just got out as the SEC commissioner. Now we're going to have Gensler come in. And I think things are going to move around because he knows, he just gets it and he sees where things are going. Same with Janet Yellen. She's, said a couple different things. And looks like she really knows where the winds are blowing. So I think this could work out pretty well once we get the new people in there. Now, talking about these different aspects of like being able to ban Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, you could do it. And like that whole thing about, shutting down the whole internet, that's one side of it. That's impossible. That's just dumb. Let's just be honest, right? To shut down the internet and shut down all the nodes globally, because it's not just America, it's not just South America, it's not just Canada, it's not just China, it's not just India and all these places that have nodes throughout the whole world. I mean, it's just everywhere, right? So to be able to shut down Bitcoin is hard. The only thing that I see the problem is being able to shut down exchanges, and they did that in India during that whole ban period. But here's the thing: if you do that, if one country does that, you know what that means? It's just there's a little bit of pocket and it causes a vacuum. And then everybody just goes, well, America, you don't want to do these things. That's fine. We'll just go over here and do the same thing. And we'll trade it and we'll transact with it and we'll speculate on it. And that's okay. And then people in America, they'll be like, oh, that sucks. And then they would probably get what's called a VPN. I personally don't use a VPN. I know I should, but I just don't. And people would still transact. There's ways around things. If you really want this to happen, it'll happen. So that's just how I see it. I also see the same thing with marijuana. I don't want to get into this too heavy, but I live in El Paso for a good amount of time throughout the year, and a lot of marijuana comes through here. And actually, it's legal in a lot of different places. But once you decriminalize it and unban it throughout all 50 states, that's just one more piece where the price will drop down. And of course, if you try to ban something, it makes people want it even more, then the price goes up. So again, good luck, America, banning it. I'm not going to tempt fate, but that's just how I see it. Anyhow, let me know what you think in the comment section. Let's move on to our last piece. And this is just real quick. The thing about Puerto Rico is that it's a great place, and I'm going to do a video about me probably moving down there, me and my wife, because look, taxes are crazy, okay? So if you're talking about long-term or short-term, I mean, you're looking to spend between 20% all the way up to 47%, depending on the state that you live, or short-term. So that is one thing. I know people, there's a very small amount of people that they'll say, well, how dare you, and this is this is just some small people. How dare you move and not pay your fair share of taxes? Look, I've been paying taxes since I was 15 years old. And I've been doing a lot of different things. And all that money that I put into it, as far as like to help build roads and bridges and everything else, I did that. I did my part. On top of that, all that Social Security and things that I was promised, that's not going to be around when I get to that age. Money is on fire. Quantitative easing. If you don't need my money, just keep printing. Seems like that's the answer for everything. So you can say whatever you want in the comment section, but if it came down to you and your family, and you said, okay, I'm going to give 47%, roughly half of what I own, and then that's just going to go to the government to do whatever they want to do, or I could just do this other thing, and it's an option to me. What would you want to do? I'd love to hear what you have to say in the comment section. But I'll be putting that together. I'm going to be putting together the person that you can contact to get all the legal documents. I'm going to be talking to the person that showed us around, our real estate agent, and then a couple different people that you can get in contact with, and you can do your own research, and you can make the best decision for you and your family. I will get that out as soon as possible. A lot of things going on right now, but that is it for today. So look, first of all, thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate it. If you like this type of video, give it a thumbs up if you found value. Also consider subscribing, because a lot of things we talk about are time sensitive. And before I put up my 2 videos, I'm going to do a little bit of shilling. You like this shirt? Well, guess what? There's a link in the description. They are called classic tees, and they are great. They fit really well in the arms, and then if you got a dad bod, where my guts kind of get a little big, it's just how it is. It's a little bit looser here. So if you like something like that, look in the description. You can pick up these tees for they're very inexpensive for what they are. And then proceeds go to help homeless veterans to build homes for them. So that's why I talk about them, affiliate links only. All right, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.